and welcome back to Tiger Talk. And I'm your host, Bree Prater. And today we have a very special guest for you. Please help me welcome Miss Margaret Atwood. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Atwood.
Call me Margaret.
It was a pleasure to meet you. Settle down. Okay, so why don't you tell us more about yourself?
Well, first thing, I'm not going to tell you my age, but I was born on November 18th, 1939, in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, and grew up in Northern Ontario and Quebec and in Toronto. I am the middle child of three. My mother was a dietitian and nutritionist, and my father was an entomologist.
What's an entomologist?
It means bugs.
What was it like growing up in Canada?
Well, unlike the U.S., Canada is more caring with the treatment of the poor and disabled. Life is a lot more safer in Canada. And unlike popular belief, it's not always cold. Growing up in Canada, I guess you could say it was easier than the U.S. Canada's a great place, and by far my favorite.
Of course, that's not a biased statement at all.
Of course not.
Well, now that we know a little bit about you, let's get down to business. I understand that you're a writer?
Yes, I am the author to over 40 volumes of poetry, children's literature, fiction, and nonfiction. But I am best known for my novels.
Really? Well, we're here today to talk about your poem, Death of a Young Son by Drowning. I understand it was written in 1970?
Yes, that poem was written in
Tell us a
1970.
little more about this poem.
Well, the speaker of this poem has experienced the death of her son in an accidental drowning. The mother is tired with life, and this is stated in one of the lines in my poem. It says, "After the long trip, I was tired of waves. My foot hit rock, the dream cells. Collapsed, ragged. I planted him in this country like a flag." The purpose of this poem was to show that the mother was in a deep grieving process. Altogether, though, the poem is about losing someone very close to you. So you can see how it was very meaningful of me to write this poem.
I really feel the sad emotions coming from that. With that being said, is there anything else you want to say?
Well, not really. I would really like to thank you and your guests for having me today.
No, thank you.
Anytime. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay, so this has been an exhilarating show, and thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to tune in next week when we have special guest William Shakespeare, all the way from the grave.